The presentation of budget by the Honorable Finance Minister is much more than giving a tax policy prescription for the coming year. In the Indian context, the budget is also an event when the policy announcements are made by the government. Although policies should be framed for a period of time and the mandate of government is 5 years, but in the Indian scenario, almost every year when the budget is presented, apart from giving a statement of expenditure and sources and revenues, etc., the government makes the most of the opportunity in announcing several schemes. Now, during the COVID period, one of the themes which was outlined by the Honorable Prime Minister Modi was with regard to making India self-reliant, and Atmanirbhar was the slogan which we all heard during the COVID days, and how the impression uh, was translated all around that India needs to be self reliant, self sufficient. And Atmanirbhar Bharat was also the underlying theme of this year's budget, which was presented by the Honorable Finance Minister. One of the highlights of Atmanirbhar Bharat, or making India self reliant, has been the impetus which the government wishes to give to the manufacturing sector. And to achieve that, one of the new schemes which has been unveiled very recently is the production linked incentive, popularly known as the PLI scheme. To scale production and to exports, it offers about 4 to 6% of incentive on the incremental production. If one were to take a base year of 2020, and if mobile handset is any insignia, one can easily demonstrate the effectiveness of the scheme, in as much as there were 2 units in 2014. Now there are 268 production units of mobile handset. About 300 million handsets are being assembled, which was less than 50 million in 2015. On an overall basis, about 11,000 crore rupees of investment is expected from 16 approved plans under PLI. For the 10 sectors which were approved by cabinet last year, comprising ACC battery, electronic technology, auto and auto component, textiles, pharmaceutical, drug, telecom, LED, AC and specialty steel, it is widely expected that by the end of the year, the approval of the Expenditure Finance Committee, which is EFC, should be in place. And with the cabinet nod, the DPIIT secretary believes that this is a game changer in promoting global champions. Now, did we have similar impetus given to the manufacturing sector in the past? Yes, we had phased manufacturing program, PMP. We also had, up until very recently, the Make in India, but somehow the systemic errors plagued the success of these schemes, and it is widely believed that PLI has all the learnings with regard to the failure, and therefore this scheme is believed to be a sustainable scheme. In the erstwhile scheme, a very longish period of investment, and the fact that big players did shy away from making or committing expenditure which would, or investments which would run over maybe 10 to 15 years, was the reason of failure of such schemes. Now, pharmaceutical is pretty much in limelight for not so good reasons post COVID, but it is widely expected that pharmaceutical could bring about 50,000 crores, as there are two schemes, one for bulk drug and other covering formulations. PLI for LED and air conditioner is already been approved by the Expenditure Finance Committee. An outlay of 6,238 crores is already up insofar as LED and air conditioners are concerned. On an overall macro basis, the budget announcements made by the Finance Minister on 1st of February suggest rupees 1.97 trillion worth of shops as PLI as it expands into as it expands into other activities or other sectors such as TV, air conditioners, and food processing. Only time will tell that whether PLI does become a game changer, and whether it only gives a fillip to the demand of the domestic market, or it also helps in improving the export share of India in the global trade. Textile is an area where there's a lot of focus. Pharmaceutical, already, as I have said, is in the news for all reasons. India is a big market for auto and auto component. The success of mobile telephony assembly has been a hallmark of India's leapfrog. Although, having said that, in fairness, still 85% of the components are being imported, but India certainly in its life cycle as a country needs an era where manufacturing, which has been the deficient, because India jumped from a primary sector to a strong secondary sector, and more than half of our GDP, or just about, or two-thirds of our GDP, comes from services sector. So the gap in terms of not having a robust manufacturing sector is something which PLI can act as a catalyst. The learnings of the failures of the past scheme should assist in making PLI as an enduring success with with these sectors, which could help in import substitution. Many purpose would get served. It is a great exciting moment in the history of India's quest of industrialization. Better late than never, and let's hope that the budget gives that impetus in making India truly Atmanirbhar and self reliant. Thank you.